go, I release, and I know I forgive, I receive, I can feel, I believe, I am healed, I am whole, I release, I know. To push, no need to try, no need to worry or question why. Surrender, let go, release, and know.
Thousands of years ago, the Buddha taught you are what you think.
I am love. I am peace.
I am joy.
I am silly.
I am powerful.
So a modern philosopher coined the phrase that you are what you eat.
I am organic vanilla ice cream.
I'm chia seeds.
I'm a good, strong cup of coffee in the morning.
I am mac and cheese.
Today, like millions of my human sisters and brothers on planet Earth,
I'm becoming mindful about what I eat, what I think.
but lately, I've been thinking about this.
I watch what I eat, but do I watch what I watch?
What about what I feed my mind, my heart, and my soul?
At Conscious Good, we believe you are what you watch.
You are what you watch.
Anytime you watch something that causes your soul to hurt, there's an impact.
So what's the answer?
At Conscious Good,
We think it's about feeding our minds the same way that we feed our bodies.
with nourishing choices.
After all, if media can have a negative influence on behavior, it can also have a positive one.
It's been proven that if we watch TV shows and videos about people helping others,
Cooperating and being generous.
It can actually influence us to be more altruistic and kind to one another.
Talk about paying it forward.
So next time you sit down to watch your comfort movie,
consider how you will feel afterwards. Will you be happy and energized?
That's because maybe, just maybe,
What you watch.
Read
And listen to.
matters.
I am what I watch. So I watch what I watch.
I am nourished.
I am inspired.
I am enlightened.
I am a celebration.
I am conscious.
I am conscious.
I am conscious.
I am good.
I am good.
I am good.
We
We
We are.
are.
We are
We are conscious good.
Everyone wishes to live their best life. We experiment with various ways to achieve that, whether it is through study, competing, finding a partner, working hard, or admiring someone who inspires you. It is the quality of our inner being that does it all, or grapples with fulfilling life's calling. For the past 20 years, the Brahma Kumaris in Washington, D.C. has been a space for any and everyone to enter into and experience one's soul calling. From 1997, the center opened in an old rickety house on Georgia Avenue in Silver Spring, Maryland, where cars and trucks that passed by would shake the space. But when you were inside, it was a peaceful and powerful sanctuary for all who visited. Since then, over 2,500 events, 17 city and nationwide initiatives, 21 awards, 2 meditation museums have served youths, senior citizens, entrepreneurs, scientists, authors, women, interfaith, the disabled, environment, small businesses, arts seekers, and even leaders. Millions of lives have been served, either through social media, the popular America Meditating radio show, or through exhibitions, lectures, partnerships, and programs held in the meditation museums and centers. We look at 20 years of service as a continued journey of love, courage, wisdom, and determination with friends from diverse backgrounds and thought who believe a better world is possible when we make ourselves better human beings. Meditation is an important tool that helps us to gain greater clarity, insights, and inner power so we can make healthy choices and amplify our capacity to live a full life. In times of great anxiety, insecurity, and fear, meditation is an essential practice for everyone to gain stability and inner strength. Just look at what a few dedicated, purposeful, and kind group of committed people have been able to achieve in 20 years. Thanks to everyone who have supported us along the way. And thanks in advance to those who believe in our work and power of intent. Brahma Kumaris Meditation Museums, where peace is inside.
It's Karen Drucker coming to you from San Francisco, California, and I am here to say that I love watching The Next Normal with Sister Jenna. I get transformed, I am inspired, it's deep, it's wise, it's wonderful, just like her. I hope you're watching it too.
This world is changing again. Oh, this world will evolve, because this world is destined to be beautiful. Yes, this world is gonna be good, so good this time. Because this time love has come for everyone. Because this time love shall be done for everyone. I want to thank you for being here with your heart. I want to say thank you for being all the love that you are. I want to say thank you, my Angelou. I want to say thank you to Oprah too, for reminding me I'm a miracle just like you. I want to say thank you to the good Lord for being all that you are. I want to say thank you to Corey for being my glory. And if you listen down to this song, I want to thank you for coming along and being all the love, all the love, all the love that you are.
So I just want to thank you for being all the love that you are. And from my heart and soul to your heart and soul, again, the world changes when we change. And I just want to hold your hand from my heart and my soul and honor you for being the miracle that you are. So live from Canada, have a beautiful rest of your day. And thank you again for this wonderful opportunity to share a moment of love and gratitude. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Paul. Om Shanti. Welcome, everyone. That was Paul Leftenegger, one of our favorite guests on America Meditating Radio, with his beautiful gift from above, his voice. Such a sweet energy. Did you all feel a kind of a healing in his music and just his energy? Like you could just feel that the music was coming from that place of even I want to be healed. You know, that, you know, when you're singing from that place, you can feel Paul is actually singing from his place of his healing and his process too. So welcome back to another wonderful evening, and an evening of the giving, an evening of sharing, an evening of love, an evening of light, an evening of divinity and lightness. It's so sweet today we took the RV out, and it was so refreshing to just be out. And I have to say, I was very surprised to see so many folks out and about. Everyone, though, just about 99% of the folks I saw wearing masks, which was very good. I didn't get out of the RV this time. It was Santosh's time to do that, but I had to nurse Happy and Sister Gita. And I have to tell you, everywhere we went with the Meditation Museum RV, folks were just looking, and there was just this smile that came across their faces. It was so refreshing. I would just be sitting in the RV, and they would look at the RV like this, and they would go, "Oh, hi," and I felt like I can't wait for us to open back up so we can tour around and do, you know, meditations in the park and really connect with community physically and emotionally as well, to see how we can continue to keep growing. 2021, I think just about the whole world is wishing for it to be the best year ever. You know, you put pressure on a rubber band, for example, and you keep stretching it and you keep stretching it. Sometimes there's that fear or uncertainty, how much more can it handle? And I feel that for many of us too, that we're being stretched, and we wonder how much more we can handle. And I think as we approach the holiday season, and with Christmas coming up in just 2 days, a lot of us are really maybe going in and out with our emotions and feelings, wanting to be with family and friends, and also being very, very concerned. You find that when you're mostly in those intimate gatherings, you do let your guards down. There are times that you do want to just breathe the air and take off your masks. You might end up kind of putting in food and putting your hand in food, and maybe instead of using a spoon, you know, you put your fingers in thinking that it's all kosher. You might go to the popcorn and then end up, you know, cutting the cheese after you've had the popcorn, and this is how things can spread. So it's natural for us to kind of let our guards down when we're at home with family and friends. And I do want to request that we think, I know it takes a while, I know it's a lot, but to think mindfully. I mean, I've heard people say, I don't want to come over here because not everybody wears a mask, or some people don't have on their masks. And I go, yeah, I know that, but these are the people who've been quarantined and haven't left at all. And the irony is the people who tell me that are the ones who are going out. So I think maybe what they're thinking is, I don't want anyone to be infected, and so they would want them to also wear a mask. So it's very complex, and I feel that it's important that we apply common sense and definitely be strong internally, mentally, and of course to build the immunity. There are a lot of different ways that we can be thankful, be grateful, to give, and we're seeing it in different ways during this particular pandemic. I never thought that to be grateful, to be thankful, and to be giving and kind would be to wear a mask. That would be one way. I remembered once I had just stepped out of the car to go to the pharmacy, and I'm just in a space in my mind, and it was a beautiful space. And I'm just walking in the CVS, you know, and I'm churning this idea and this thought, and I've noticed that there were some people that were looking at me, but I get that regularly. But I felt that the look was a little bit different this time, only to realize as I was getting into the queue at the pharmacist, I realized I didn't have my mask on. I went, oh no, what am I going to do? So I quickly got the tail of my sari and wrapped it around my face. I says, I'm so sorry. You know, I told the lady who was next to me and the guy, I'm so sorry. I just totally forgot. He goes, they said, I do it so often. I do it all the time. I understand. I was wondering why people were looking at me like that. Because I could feel the vibrations. It was like, come on, lady, protect yourself and also protect us. So there are times that you can just forget because It's not a practice that you want to have so deeply ingrained in you that you have to wear a mask. So, we're still getting acclimated. We're still getting acclimated to this new norm. This new norm, which will be temporary, of course, without a doubt. So I am sort of looking at how things are going to unfold. Santosh is giving me a signal. I don't know what he's saying. Huh? Sorry, so we just had to get something done. All right, so as I was saying, we're going to have to be a little bit more mindful and a lot more conscious about the changes that are taking place. Okay, so happy holidays, happy holidays, happy holidays. As we settle into ourselves and look for us, there are various ways that I'd like to focus on our ability to give. I want to start with thoughts. All the time we talk about thoughts here. And the first form of practicing giving, being charitable, being very gracious, expressing gratitude, is the quality of thinking, the pattern of thinking, your thought form, the intentions in those thoughts, and how to be able to maintain that over and over again. So let's do a little bit of a practice on that now, shall we? So let's say, for example, we want to have a thought now about, let's say, the holidays are coming up and things are different. Let's say maybe friends and family are coming over, but you have a little concern about the particular virus. And you want everyone to be comfortable, and at the same token, you want to be safe. I might have recalled sharing with you a story yesterday or the day before of a young girl who was really bored of just being cooped up. She went to a bar, came back the next 2-3 days. Her mother got COVID and died 5 days later. And so her brother's not talking to her now because he's blaming her for taking her mother's life, and she is livid. And she just doesn't know what to do. She cannot forgive herself. Even though this is fresh, it's only been 3 weeks since it happened, it's still fresh in her emotions. So I think that there are people in our homes that are kind of concerned that, that it doesn't become a nightmare. And so what do we do? So let's start with the first kind of a pattern or form of thinking. First and foremost, let's try to at least imagine that we're creating a shield of protection around our bodies. So I'll give you just a little time to look at that. That you're just circling your whole physical being with a protective orb of light, which is of God's light, God's vibrations, Baba's whole energy is just around you. Take some time. And if you've ever seen a sleeping bag, just imagine yourself going inside of the sleeping bag, which is Baba's light, and zip yourself up, and you're completely protected by Baba's light. Try to nurture that thought. Imagine if you're protecting your physical form, your subtle form, your spiritual form with Baba's light, with God's light, circling around you, being this vortex around you. Like just karmically, you feel, at least you're going to add to the emotional sense of security. It's like a vibration, right? When I go to Mount Abu, India, to the headquarters of the Brahma Kumaris, I'm in the headquarters of the Brahma Kumaris called Panda Bhavan, or Shantivan, or Gyan Sarova. And there are no roofs inside of the facility, so if it rains, everyone's going to get wet. But also India has its own fragrance, has its own energy, which is indescribable. But whenever I'm in the campus, inside of the campus, there is an energy of such pure vibrations and cleanliness. The air actually feels clean. And you can't feel the pollution, I swear to you. And the moment I step outside of that gate, I feel the whole of India. I smell the pollution, I see the dirt, I see the noises are incredible. And the moment I step back into the campus, it's quiet, the air is clean, and yet there's no roof. It's the vibrations of the consciousness of the people that has pushed out the vibration of the world outside of the gate. I've witnessed that myself personally. I remembered spending about a month in India, in Madhuban, and when I took my flight and I came back to the US, it was an Alitalia flight. And I stopped over in Italy, and I was walking through as I was transferring through the airport, and I could feel the distinct difference of vibrations from being in Mount Abu to walking through the airport. And of course there'd be a difference, but you could feel how palpable the different vibrations were. I felt that there were other energies that could not be healthy for me. And when I was in Mount Abu, I felt like I could just be open and free, and the energy was always going to be there to protect me. Another story. I'm at Peace Village Learning and Retreat Center. I'm so generous, I ended up giving my car to somebody and forgot that I didn't have a way back home. This is just how I roll. I'll never forget, remember that time, Santosh, Krishna was staying with us to get his stuff and everything together because he wasn't well, or his work, and we loaned him a car, and it turned out that we didn't have a car. I think that was the time Sister Gita had crashed the other car, and then the other car was down. And then I says, oh, we have to rent a car. I had completely forgotten, everyone, that we had loaned Krishna our car. Until, I think it was Santosh who came to me and said, Sister, don't forget, you loaned one of Baba's car to Krishna. Maybe instead of us renting the car, we can ask him if we can get back the car, and then he could rent a car. I had totally forgotten that we had offered that donation to him as a just like you can use the car when you need it, whole kind of a gift, and then whenever we need it back, we would get it. But I completely forgot. So when you start to use your thinking to wrap yourself with the donation of protective thought forms. And protective thought forms are thoughts that will not go into limited belief systems about yourself, where you might feel like, I don't like myself, I'm not good enough, I can't do it, look at how he is or she is, or it's, all of these negative thinkings, which actually takes away the protective shield. But when you create the thoughts, especially the core thought, I am a soul, pure, immortal, imperishable, happy, loving, peaceful, and I'm Baba's child, I'm God's child, automatically you're protecting your whole field of energy. It's like Baba's energy is just going to support you and just provide the necessary energy of protection that the soul needs. And as the soul is creating this vibration and experiencing it, it goes into the cells of the body, and the cells become nourished and stronger. And so even if we find ourselves in situations where it is a test, emotionally or physically, somehow you'll have enough to manage. So the first thing, surround your body with Baba's light. It's an act of giving. It's an art. Because the person that we don't give to ourselves in the way that we're supposed to give is at a soul level. We don't give to the soul what it needs. We'll go and buy clothes for people, we'll go and buy jewelry for people, we'll even get them a smartphone, you know, we'll even get them tickets to something special, but very rare do we think about the gift of a pure thought form, the gift of a thought form that gives you peace. So let's get into that practice. That the thought form that I create, if it's based on the art of giving, the art of sharing, the art of bestowing, and I'm doing it to the soul, to I, the soul, then imagine what the reward of that will be. Let's give it a try. Just for a moment, turn inwards and gift yourself the thought form of that I will always be okay, and that I will always be blessed, and that I'll always be protected. And observe how that thought form can circle around you and give you support. We generally look at the art of giving that we give to somebody else. Absolutely. And there's a saying that you can't give what you don't have. If you want to give money and you don't have it, you can't give it. If you want to give food and you're going to bed hungry at night, you can't give it. If you want to give love and you can't give yourself love, don't fool yourself and think you're actually giving somebody love. So the art of giving has to begin with you. This is a huge equation that's been missed in the story of life. We've been so body conscious and so extroverted that we have mastered the external world and are babies when it comes on to the internal world. Innocent. Like I have no degrees, like I'm just learning my ABCs. And so the inner world of gift giving is the next normal. I keep remembering something Lou Gossett had taught me. And he says, I finally like what I'm seeing in the mirror. It's a big gift to give yourself when you can look into the mirror as you are and say, I can like you now. That's a huge gift. You ever been in a relationship with somebody and it's been a strained relationship, and for the first time the person actually comes to you and speaks to you with humility and kindness and respect and basically tells you, I'm so sorry. You have no idea how much you mean to me and how much I've missed being in a relationship with you. And then you would tell that person, that's the best gift you could have ever given me. We need to do the same for ourselves. So you have to give that a thought, right? So I want you to take a moment and take a breath. And we're about to enjoy this wonderful video that Santosh found today. And I want you to tell me what your feedback of it was when we get back. But I think you'll like it. It's really sweet.
Have a seat, young man. I'll be right with you. Here you go. Thank you. You got it. What can I get for you?
How much is the ice cream sundae?
50 cents.
How much is a plain dish of ice cream?
35 cents. Which one would you like?
Can I have a pint of ice cream, please?
35 cents. All right, I'll be back in a second. Here you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
That little small little act from that little boy, that's the second focus of the art of giving. That a lot of times we feel that when we give, it has to be really large. It just has to come from a pure heart. And it just has to come from a pure place. People will feel the power in your intention when your giving is from a pure place. Folks will feel more served. They will feel more supported. They will feel stronger. They will feel safer with you when what you do for them, to them, is from a very pure and innocent place, asking nothing in return. So the second aspect of the art of giving, give in simple ways. That matters. Give in small, small ways that actually speak in big tone, in a big tone. You get what I'm saying when you looked at the video? And you remember the guy who was serving him? He was like, oh God, this kiddo. But then when he saw that he took the time to write the note, and he saw that he left his little 14 cents on the table, to even think of him in that way, that will even serve you more than anyone else. You're going to feel protected. You're going to feel loved. You're going to feel empowered. You're going to feel close to Baba. Because one of the beautiful qualities about God is that God, and by the way, if you're joining us for the first time today, warm welcome. But we always have a term here in our community. We call God Baba as a term of affection. And so one of the things that I've become very clear on is that the energy of God, the energy of Baba, is that the energy constantly keeps giving. Whether I've been naughty or nice, Baba's going to keep giving and keep giving and keep giving, like the sun. The sun doesn't judge or compare who it wants to shed its light on. The sun gives light to everyone. It's up to you if you want to receive it or not. You put up an umbrella, you go under a shade, whatever it might be. But the sun doesn't gauge who it puts its light on. Similarly with Baba, Baba will not compromise the energy of giving light and love to you. And since we are a product of Baba, of God, then we have similar traits. So if the energy of the divine is bestowing and is constant, then even if I just maintain my pure feelings and good wishes for someone in my family or my friend or a contact or even a country, then it's in accordance with the characteristics of the divine. And I think that if we can develop the art of giving and connect the truth and the reality, I'm a product of God. So of course I'm going to be giving in nature. I have to be. It's what I am. That will be another great way to end the year and start the new. to really begin to develop and remember and nurture and rekindle the expression of God's love and God's quality of being benevolence to all souls. Because the soul has developed some attachment along the way, we gauge who we give to, when we give to, or how we give. We tend to remember a negative experience between us and another, and then we determine how much we turn down our love and generosity, or how we choose to turn it up with that person. But keep in mind, every time you turn down your love and your generosity, you're also turning it down on yourself. And when you turn it up, you're turning it up on yourself. Is there a particular level that you can just keep the sound and the energy of giving almost neutral? One of the benefits and the result of Raj Yoga meditation, which is what is taught here, is that you can actually just keep it at a particular level. And ever so often, you can raise it. But every time you raise it, you have to also sustain it. But it automatically gets sustained as you gain more experience in your level of bestowing, in your level of giving, in your level of being. You're building the energy to connect to the stage. Really, really valuable. You want to watch another sweet movie? Okay, we have a nice short one for 6 minutes. And Brother Santosh was telling me our wonderful brother from Godlywood Studios watching today, Brother Prabhat. So I want to give you a very, very big shout out, my sweet brother. Happy holidays to you all the way in India and at the wonderful Godlywood Studios. And we love you, and we're sending you unlimited love. By the way, everyone, if you don't know Brother Prabhat, he works 24/7 around the clock to help to edit, create stories, movies, things to help to continue with the narration of the work that is done with the Brahma Kumaris. So sending our sweet brother unlimited love today. So let's watch this other short clip here. And I'm pretty much done for the night because I just feel like we have so much to give. And I've just wanted to focus on these two things. Learn to develop the art to give to your soul, to yourself. And then the second thing, never underestimate the small acts of kindness that you generate to another. This video too will help to confirm that, and I'll see you right back after that.
Hakim! Hakim!
That is my Atuk. Always making sure I get to school on time. My Atuk likes to help people. And it seems like everyone is his friend.
Sampai cucu lah mau pergi sekolah ya. Okey ya. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Apa hal, Mas?
He always notices when someone needs help. He says that giving to others makes us a better person.
Hey, Kim.
Baik, jalan cik.
Nak pergi sekolah.
Okey.
Good morning, class. Take out your math textbooks and turn to page 27. Today we are going to be doing fractions, which is very, very important. So I want all of you to listen to me very carefully today, okay? Hakim?
Okay.
Pay attention.
Okay. I guess Atto is why I started noticing people too. Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. $1, $2, $3, $4. Sometimes my Atto does strange things.
Wait, go. Han, oi. Apa Han? Belum habis lagi.
But it is always to help other people.
Cuba try ni bang, mudah-mudahan boleh. Masukkan. Pelan-pelan. Tengok. Kan boleh. Alamak.
Tuan.
Okey dah, kita jalan dulu lah. Ni budak nak ke sekolah. Mari, Kim. Tengok nyonya aku angkat. Kau dah angkat kau. So, ini kasih lu pakai. Ini kotak taruh banyak bagus.
I guess he likes making others smile.
Jadi lu sini tak sakit.
Di sini. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay, good morning, class. Okay, everybody sit down and take out your math textbooks. Turn to page 40, okay? See me after class.
Guys, wait for me. Sorry. About the math test just now. I don't know if I can ever be like Atto. Tunggu.
Gimana?
Tunggu. Khairul! What you want? I bought for you something. Here. What's this? Oh yeah, I forgot to write something. Huh? You bought for me a new textbook? Thank you, Hakim. It's okay.
Hakim!
I think I need to go. Bye. Thank you, Hakim. But I think I'm starting to understand why Atto does what he does.
Okay, who's taking out the tissues? I'm just inviting everybody to awaken and emerge that space in you. There might be somebody that you've not been getting along with for a while. Just pick up the phone and call them. Maybe just create a special graphic message. You could start with, I know it's been a while and maybe we really haven't connected for various reasons, but you came across my mind today and I just wanted you to know how valuable and important you are. I'm wishing you all the best. That's a good art, that's a giving, that's a kindness, that's a gift. Maybe you're aware of a need that someone has, and it could be something small. It could be that you even are aware that a friend of yours might be struggling with getting food, but they have too much pride to mention to you that they're hungry. Go on Amazon, purchase a month's supply of something easy for them to eat. Even sometimes just do it anonymously. I remembered one year there was a young protege that I used to train and build. Had a lot of expectations for her. And she was going through a rough patch, and economically too. But I remembered buying a Christmas tree with Christmas lights and everything, and I just left it at her door. I didn't tell her it was from me, but she knew it was from me, but I didn't tell her. But I remembered how much joy it gave me just to buy a tree, leave it at the door with the lights and all the decorations as a gift for her, knowing that it would have made her Christmas even better. Another story was when I knew that Sister Gita was coming to this area to stay with us for a while. And we found her a nice little apartment in Towson's, Maryland at the time. And before she would arrive, we had gotten the place together, the furniture, made it pretty, put a Christmas tree in it, and all of that. And when she got in and she saw everything set, she was just so touched by the generosity. Sometimes your love that you carry in you will just innately sense what would make that person feel more hopeful, will feel like they can rely on humanity, they can trust humanity a little bit more. It'll be the small things, because it will show that you're just grateful for them. And I think that's all we ever want, is to somehow feel acknowledged for our presence because of who and what we just are for even ourselves, which gets transcended to others. It gets transported, rather, to another. So let this holiday season, as it approaches, Christmas Eve is tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow, find your gift. Your gift to give to yourself first, without any reservation or any resistance. And then, to those that you're in connection with, what do you think that you need? For example, let's say if you know your sister keeps her room really messy. You go into her room and you clean it up without her being there asking you. Even though you might go into her room time and time again and it's a mess, even if it's just one section, don't go in there to snoop though. Just go there to create that energy flow in her space so that she can think better. Maybe she's been overburdened. Maybe she's been feeling very heavy. And maybe her environment shows that. Her environment will show she doesn't really have much care about herself. Maybe she's not enthused. Maybe she's depressed. Maybe she's in a space of chaos. Maybe she's just heavy. And maybe she doesn't even know how to reach out for help. Then just go in and just do a little bit at a time. And I'm sure she'll appreciate it. You never know the way you impact the life of a person when it just comes from a very genuine and selfless place within your heart. All right. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. And I hope that there was somebody that was touched, that something mattered to you tonight. Very simple. Start to give to yourself. And second, just do something small with good intention. And you'll feel how it just serves you. It'll just serve you. It'll just serve you. All right, so a big shout out to everybody, Indu and Louise, Samantha, Carlene, Grace, Shobha, Praveen. Nice to have everybody on tonight. Swarupa, Madhavi, beautiful to see you, Madhavi. Padmaben, welcome. Om Shanti. Alika, nice to have you. Aditi, Om Shanti. Hope to see you tomorrow. Priya, Divyani, and Phyllis. Phyllis, nice to have you connected. I spoke to Betty the other day, and I'm hoping that we'll see each other pretty soon. Yesvi, Om Shanti, brother Yesvi. Nagasri, Kailash, Nikhil, Kumar, Joshi. Lots of love to all of you, Janvi and Bill. And also we want to send healing vibrations to our brother Lou Gossett as well, for him to really feel well. Even when we send our good wishes, that's such a big gift. And whenever we do it as a collective, it is huge. It is huge. So Erica, Barty, welcome. Bryn, Ranju, warm greetings to each and every one of you. Chamara and Tarika, nice to have all of you on tonight. Hope you enjoyed tonight's show, and Brother Umesh as well. Sweet, 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 loving, good, kind wishes to each and every one of Baba's angels out there. Lots of light, lots of love. Happy's down here by my feet, snoring away. Sister Gita, because we took her out today, she went in early. Usually, religiously, she comes down to create chaos in the studio. Today, we were free. We were like, oh my gosh, this is so easy today. So it was really laid back. I can't begin to tell you how much gifts we give to Sister Gita when she comes down to ask for a million things when we're alive. But again, her spirit is so pure and her spirit is so sweet. We don't mind at all, whatever she needs. In these particular special years of her life, when we get short, it's not because of her. It's our own lack of tolerance. And it's just showing that we need to put more Baba's love inside of our personality. Anyway, we've been very good. So I'm just sharing that. Lots of love to everybody. Take care. Enjoy this nice track. Thank you by Bliss. Have a great night.
Thank you for your inspiration, for your life and love. Thank you for your recognition